Did you know that when you are awake, your brain generates about 12 to 25 watts of electricity, and that is enough to light up a small lamp? That's why in comics they say that they get an idea, the light turns on.
Light is important for us. Humans have always tried to find a solution for darkness. Without the sun, they couldn't work. On the other hand, the ancient civilizations had the biggest screen ever. The night sky was a place of gods and fantastic animals with powers and magic. It was an extraordinary world that unfortunately we can no longer see.
The problem is not the stars, they still shine, but our light pollution.
Nowadays, light is something very important in our life routine. It helps us to work during hours without natural light.
And this invention allowed us to illuminate cities, monuments, and houses.
Most of the technology that we use frequently, like smartphones, computers, televisions, has artificial light.
We don't know how to live without artificial light. But did you know that it was an invention from the 19th century?
The artificial light changed the way that we live, work, and entertain. Now it's possible to seize the night, and artificial light turned possible other inventions, like cinema.
Can you imagine how different would our lives be without artificial light?
But like everything, the excessive use of artificial light turns into pollution.
There are 4 types of light pollution. Glare is the excessive brightness that causes visual discomfort. Sky glow is the brightening of the night sky over inhabited areas. Light trespass is the light where there is no need. Clutter is the excessive using of light sources. Light pollution is a form of wasting energy that can cause bad effects and degrade environmental quality. This light is reflected by particles in the atmosphere and then returned to the people's eyes on the ground.
Artificial light is a global problem that affects our behavior. It has some negative effects on human health, such as messing with our melatonin levels and contributing to sleeping disorders. A new study from JAMA Psychiatry said that adolescents who live in areas with high levels of artificial light at night get less sleep, and because of that, those children are more apt to have a mood disorder than teens that live with low light pollution. Artificial light also affects the behavior of animals active at night. Artificial light has many effects on wildlife. The light attracts some organisms, concentrating them as a food source to other animals, and that disturbs the ecosystem.
How can we solve this problem?
We can reduce the use of decorative lighting in our houses and in cities.
We can change the design of the street lights using covered bulbs that reflect into the floor and not to the sky, and exchange the lamps for LED light.
We can strive to minimize the use of lights and use automatic systems to turn off the light when we don't need that anymore.
Light pollution is indeed a big problem, not just because of the disorders for us and for wildlife, but also because it needs to spend Earth energy. Light pollution doesn't let us see one of the most precious things in the universe, the stars.